North Carolina Stage Company is reopening, and we can't wait to welcome you back to professional theater in Asheville. NC Stage recognizes that the global COVID-19 pandemic is ongoing, and we're doing our best to help make our staff, volunteers, and patrons feel safe, to keep our doors open, and to have zero transmission within the theater. In this short video, we'll share with you the role you'll play in keeping our stage lights on. You'll notice a few changes in the theater: fewer seats in the audience, new air filtration systems, and that everyone in the theater is masked at all times. We'll also be taking the time to sanitize restrooms, door handles, countertops, and other high-touch surfaces before each performance. When you arrive at the theater, you'll wait briefly outside before being greeted at the door. Then you'll be directed to a station in the outer lobby where we'll check your COVID-19 vaccine card or recent lab-conducted negative test results along with a photo ID. And we'll make sure that you have an appropriate and well-fitted face covering. Acceptable masks include N95 or KN95 respirators or their equivalent, a cloth face covering thick enough to not allow light to pass through, a well-fitted surgical mask, or a cloth covering over a surgical mask. Paper masks, bandanas, gaiters, masks with filters, or mesh face coverings are not acceptable. But don't worry, if you don't have a mask or forget yours, we'll have a complimentary one for you to wear. Your mask should remain over your nose and mouth throughout the entire performance and anywhere else in the theater, including the lobby and restrooms. Please note that all of our staff and volunteers have been fully vaccinated and are complying with CDC-recommended risk mitigation efforts, including wearing face coverings. If you aren't able to comply with these requirements, or if you are exhibiting any symptoms of COVID-19, we ask that you instead take advantage of our virtual ticket option and safely join us from your home. Next, you'll move with your entire party to the inner lobby to pick up your tickets from the box office attendant. You'll then be directed to an usher who will help you find your seats for the performance. While restrooms upstairs and downstairs will be available, our concessions area will remain closed for the time being. No outside food or drink except for bottled water is allowed in the lobby or theater. We ask that you refrain from congregating in the lobby or other areas before and after the performance, and that you try to maintain distance from those not in your party. We are thrilled to be reopening, and it's our hope that these efforts will help to keep our doors open and keep our staff, volunteers, and patrons healthy. To recap, as you prepare for your return to the theater, please remember to bring your COVID-19 vaccination card or lab-conducted negative test results. That means a lab-conducted PCR test taken within 72 hours of the performance, or a lab-conducted antigen test taken the day of the performance, along with your photo ID. A well-fitted cloth facial covering or respirator. You may also want to consider bringing an umbrella, a rain jacket, or a coat if the weather calls for it to make waiting outside more comfortable. We'll be moving people into the theater as quickly and efficiently as possible, and your patience and preparation will help so much. Just like in pre-pandemic times, parking in Asheville can be tricky. With all of this in mind, please allow extra time before the performances so that you and those in your party can arrive relaxed, refreshed, and ready to join us for live theater once again. We're so excited to welcome you back to NC Stage. See you at the theater.